Friedman. Welcome to Autism Hope Library. I have a really special treat today. Today we have Dr. KatieFriedman, who is the founder of Forever Freckled and ChildLife Essentials brand expert. Hi, Dr. Katie. Thank you for being here today.
Of course, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to talk vitamins today.
I love it. Well, today we're going to be talking about supporting a healthy brain development with ChildLife Essentials. So let's just dive right in. And my first question, because a lot of families out there are, they're confused on, at what age can you start introducing ChildLife Essentials Pure DHA, which are the soft gels for those that are either watching or listening at home, to your children?
So I think this is a great question because even as a pediatrician and a mom, I think vitamin supplementation, especially during the newborn and infancy stage, can be a little scary, right? You have this little teeny baby and you're not sure how much to give and what you can give, and that can be intimidating. So the fact that we're taking the time to educate and learn is really, really important because all parents, as a pediatrician, I think education is power. And so I'm glad that we're going through it. So one of our missions here at ChildLife Essentials, and we talk about a lot, is the first 1,000 days of life. And that's going to be from conception to 2 years of age. And during that time, there's so much important development that's going on. Development that we as parents can support. And not only can we give vitamin supplementation, but we should give vitamin supplementation. Today, we're going to be focusing on the brain, and that's in the form of DHA. And it's important for parents to know, or moms to know, moms to be, that DHA can actually be started at conception. So during pregnancy, there's been a lot of studies that have shown that mothers that take DHA or have omega-3 fatty acids in their diet, if they take it during pregnancy and or while they're breastfeeding, that their children, when they're tested at 4 years of age, do better scholastically than their peers do. And that's important. So it doesn't only have to be when your baby is a baby, but rather as you're growing that baby and when you're breastfeeding that baby, if you decide to breastfeed. But as far as your baby comes out, what age can you give DHA? It's going to be 6 months. And what we're going to do is we're going to give the soft gels, but you're going to take the fluid out of it. It's really important. So you're either going to use a syringe or put it in the milk, and the liquid that's inside the gel is what you're going to give to your 6-month-old. Now, as they get older and they're able to swallow, they have these amazing soft gel gummies that are delicious, and my kids love them. But you want to coordinate that with your pediatrician and make sure that your child's able to swallow before introducing that to their diet. So 6 months of age, and as they get older, then you can introduce the gummies.
I love that. Now, if I'm a parent looking for the right DHA supplement for my child, what are some of the qualities that stand out about ChildLife Essentials Pure DHA soft gels, making it a better choice for families rather than other DHA supplements, that we can see in the marketplace today?
This is such a great question and something that excites me about where we are today. A lot of parents are asking themselves, what do I need to know about the products that I'm giving to my children? What am I investing in, and what am I giving to my children? And I think that's really such a great movement, that parents want to know more about the products that they're giving and the foods that they're giving to their children. So ChildLife Essential as a brand, what makes it stand out? What makes it different? It is the only line on the market that is exclusive for the pediatric population. What do I mean by that? There's other child gummies, right? There's other vitamins on the market, but they're a subcategory of a bigger whole, adult and kids. But ChildLife Essentials is purely for just kids. That means all their money, their marketing, their research just goes to kids. And as a pediatrician and a mom, that's really important to me. And also it's made by a pediatrician. So as a fellow pediatrician, I can say there's no one more equipped to know the physiology and the development of baby, children, mind, teenagers, and what they need. And so the fact that it is spearheaded and created by a pediatrician is really, really, really special. Now, what makes this particular vitamin, DHA, stand out, in my opinion, is that, ChildLife Essentials not only invest in what you're giving your child, the DHA, but they also invest in the vessel that they're giving it. What do I mean by that? There's a lot of vitamins that are covered in sugar, right? I'm sure you've seen them, or that they have artificial dye or they have sugar in them. ChildLife Essentials not only sources the DHA from the Arctic seas, it's pure fish oil, but it's done with no artificial flavors, no artificial dye, no added sugar. And that's really important because as a mom, or a parent, you not only want to give your child supplementation to help with brain development, but you want to make sure that you're giving it in the most healthy possible way that you possibly can. And that, in my opinion, what makes them stand out amongst the rest.
I love that. As a parent, that's just so nice to be able, I'm sure people watching and listening, it's just so nice to know there's products out there taking those extra measures and those extra steps to keep our kids safe. So that's just fantastic. So let's talk about the word brain food, right? That term. So the term brain food has become more and more popular these days, especially connected to one's diet, intake across food and liquid. How does ChildLife Essentials Pure DHA, again, the soft gels, support the need for brain food in infants, kids, and teens?
Sure. So we're doing a lot of research on cognition and the development of the brain. And what we found, or that we know, is that the brain is basically made of a lot of fats, a lot of omega-3 fatty acids. And the one that's the most abundant, is DHA. So when you're giving your child DHA, you're giving them the building blocks to build their brain, to help support their cognition and their development. And that's really, really important, right? Because we all dream that our children will have salmon every single night, but we all know that that's not really a reality, right? So being able to give them those fats that they need to help during that crucial time of development is really, really important. And ChildLife Essentials has just the equation. They made the equation easy. They provide it in a way that is delicious for children, and they're willing to take it. So 90 milligrams for infants, 180 for toddlers, and then 4 and up is 270. And they have dosed it out appropriately for serving size. It's delicious, your child's willing to take it, and you're really giving them those fats that they need for their brain to develop and aid and help with their cognition, which is amazing.
So it's definitely brain food for real.
Real brain food, yes.
So for kids taking DHA liquid vitamin supplements, it can be a challenge, as some may prefer, the tasty chewable tablets that so many of our kids love. Your soft melt gummies, which you brought up earlier, is a perfect, option for a chewable vitamin that is packed with full immune boosting ingredients with flavors kids love. How does ChildLife Essentials omega-3 DHA choline soft melt appeal to parents and benefit kids who take them on a daily basis? I know it's a big question, but I want to make sure we got it all in there.
It's a huge question, but you know what? It's a really simple and easy answer, right? Anytime as a parent, a mom, a pediatrician, you can give your child, and you know that you're giving your child something that's nutritious, that's all natural, that doesn't have any, artificial dyes, that has something in it, DHA, which is providing the help and aid of development of their brain. And they find it to be delicious and willing to take it every day. And my kids take it every day. Every morning they wake up and they say, we take our brain vitamin. It's a win-win, right? It's a win for the parents and it's a win for the kids. And the nice thing about the chewable gummies is that they have a blister backing. So it's not in a bottle, but rather individually packaged. So you can throw that in your bag if you're going to work, or if you can throw it in your bag if you're going to travel, you can travel with it. And as a pediatrician, it's not all in one bottle, so there's less germs, which makes me happy too.
That's amazing. I know with my son, when we give him his vitamins, he's always like, oh, it makes my brain happy, makes my brain healthy, and that's something that I've taught him at a very young age. So it's great. Like, I love hearing about your kids too. Like, they know, they wake up and they ask for it.
Can I just highlight on that? Because I think that's so amazing that you're able to create that relationship with your son so that he knows about what's healthy for his body and what's good and what vitamin supplementation can do for him and his brain. Not only does ChildLife Essentials, not only do they invest in the actual product themselves and providing the best possible product on the market for children and vitamin supplementation, but they also create an incredible community where you can go online on their social media platforms, ChildLife Essentials Instagram, and they do recipes with kids, and they have sing-alongs, and I do, Q&As, and and their newsletters are super educational. So not only are they providing you with the vitamins, but they're also providing you with a community and ways to learn about wellness and healthy living with your child, and really promoting that type of relationship, which is, it's really special. They really have a special equation.
It's definitely unique. And I love that because they're bringing the community together and they're educating us on so many different things. And if you guys haven't checked out their Instagram, please, please, please. I love seeing it. They have different podcasts that they sponsor and different vlogs that they sponsor. Yeah. And I just
Your
love
recipes are awesome. They have these adorable, cute ways to introduce vitamins to your child and activities that you can do with your child to really celebrate. And I always say as a pediatrician, the best way to get your child to do something is to get them involved. And this is a perfect way of doing that.
Absolutely. So I have one final question for you, Dr. Katie.
Oh, wow.
DHA clinically defined can be overwhelming, not only for kids, but for parents. How would ChildLife Essentials define the benefits of DHA to parents and kids so they can easily understand it? That's what we were talking about before, getting them involved. And why is ChildLife Essentials omega-3 DHA with choline, the soft melts? Why is that the best choice for them?
So, as a pediatrician, one of my passions is always communication and education and always providing information in an absorbable way. I think when you can absorb something and understand something, it empowers you, right? And it's just easy peasy lemon squeezy. It's like brain development equals DHA. And if you can provide your child with DHA, you're optimizing their brain development and their cognition. The omega-3 DHA soft melts are just an excellent way to just help and support brain development and cognition. And, they're delicious. My kids eat them every day. I take them. And it's just a really wonderful way to give back to your child.
And I know I said that was the last question, but can I touch on that real quickly? You said you take them, because we get a lot of questions from families out there saying, well, gosh, we have this ChildLife Essentials, but it just says for kids. Am I allowed to take it? My answer typically has always been, it just means it's safe for children, but of course adults can take it too. Am I answering that correctly?
Yes, the dosing might be a little different. So you could always talk to your actual physician about that. It's going to be a little bit more. But yes, and not only can you, I do. And, that's why I can speak to the truth of the fact that sometimes when you're dealing with DHA and like fatty omegas, they can have a fish taste to it. They can have a fish oil, especially if you're pregnant and you're already nauseous, you're already feeling the morning sickness. This can kind of hinder that ability or that desire to want to take a vitamin. I take them and I can tell you there's absolutely they taste delicious, and my kids take them every single day and absolutely love them. But ChildLife Essential also does a great job with all of their lines, that they provide liquid and soft gels. So you can, whatever way your child, that's what we said about getting your child involved, whatever way your child wants to take it, you can figure out a way to take it.
I love it. Well, I am so grateful that I know how busy your schedule is, and I am so grateful you took the time to be here today to help all of our families across the world to learn more about ChildLife Essentials. So thank you, Dr. Katie, for being here.
Of course, it was my pleasure. It was really great chatting with you today.
And, for everyone watching, please know we are just so grateful to ChildLife Essentials. They have been a proud partner of Autism Hope Alliance for over 10 years. And without partners like ChildLife Essentials, we can't bring these amazing videos for you guys so you can learn and really understand, what's out there and what options that you have. So thank you again, Dr. Katie, and thank you to ChildLife Essentials, and to everyone watching. Until next time. Bye, guys.